Now from a stadium that's hosted NFL games since 2007, the International Series continues inside iconic Wembley Stadium, the capital city of London, England, hosting the NFL again. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. His team's let a couple slip away. They stand at 2-4 coming into this one. Then on the other side, you've got the Jaguars head coach, Liam. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Wembley. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. When you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
They'll go again with Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. So the drive will end there, and on comes Tressway to punt on fourth down. A nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
Really solid all-around performance last week. I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up.
That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and
from the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for and taken successfully. The Rams offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Daniels to throw on second down. Off he goes. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll throw with Daniels. Left side, caught by Hunter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple, and now he's got third down coming up.
2-yard gain on the play.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And a Rams first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodriguez. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. A draw to Benson. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
He's brought down at the 31. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Rams.
On the toss, they go with Benson. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That one complete to McConkey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards.
Now Daniels. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
Liam Cohen there, the head coach of the Jaguars. His guys set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
In trouble, and down he goes. That's the massive 2nd-year tackle to Vontae Sweat. In for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll get about 6 out of that run before being forced out of bounds. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Benson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 5. 1st down.
Here's Daniel. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Benson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. The Rams out to the early lead. More from the International Series in London after this. 2nd quarter now. Rams in control of the football as they come up to face 3rd and 5. He gets that to his big target, Banks. Banks his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 23-yard line.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's caught by the 1st-round pick, Tyler Warren. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Rams, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jags offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. This is Irving. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up.
A 2-yard pickup.
3rd and a yard.
And 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Rams offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bit on it, and the quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
A give. Here's Benson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
To throw is Daniel. Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Here's Tress Way now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. The handoff, it's Irvin. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
second down. He'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that ball. First down, Jacksonville.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Irvin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Here's Love. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. DeMarcus Lawrence. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. To throw is Love. Now, screen set up for Irvin. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
On the ground, it's Benson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game.
To the sideline and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byers.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. Here's Luck, operating out of the pistol. Back to the end zone. He's got it. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll go again with Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 32 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, a gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one broken up in the end zone, and it's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's fourth down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams move out front. It's 9-7.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Love. He'll complete it to Adams. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
Second and 1.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Jaguars
Right back to Irving. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Levante David doing his work on defense.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Second down throw for Love. A pass pulled in by Irving. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
From the gun, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Love. Taking a shot downfield for Adams. And he's into the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, right? The final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will up the lead to 5. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So the two teams head for the... And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter.
Set to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. The Jaguars offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Taron Johnson brought him down. It's a pickup of 3.
Now, this looks like a design run. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Rams offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with first and 10. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. Throwing on second down, Daniel. In middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 17 yards on that connection. First down, L.A. Now gives up the middle, it's Benson. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Los Angeles.
On the toss, they go with Benson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Right side hauled in by McConkey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First down, Rams.
The tight end fast in motion. On first and 10, here's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Benson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing now. Daniel. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jalen Carter getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
A 36-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Rams will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jags offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On play action, Love. He'll look underneath here for Irving. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Irving. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Love. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll find the rookie from Oregon, Terrence Ferguson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. This one complete to Palmer. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. That's brought in by Myers. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Again, it's Benson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And a Rams 1st down.
The tight end Fant in motion. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. In motion is Hunter. On the ground, Benson begins the 4th quarter. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the handoff, this is Benson. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Rams 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now he'll run it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A give. Here's Benson. He's to the 10. And he's down at the 3. What a run. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stopped him up short.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on?
And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
17.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy, I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's Love. Throw over the middle. Brought in by Adams. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, it's Irvin. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. It's going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
A fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Rams offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. A draw to Benson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, L.A.
1st down, Rams.
A run with Benson. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That one on target with perfect guys. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
On 2nd down, it's Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. In motion is Hunter. They'll try it now with Benson. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
1st down, Rams.
He'll go again with Benson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. On the jet sweep, here's Travis Hunter. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Travis Hunter was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Love. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the afternoon, number 5 for him on the year.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Rams offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. Well, victory well in hand. Still a little bit of time left here, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to end this one. 2nd and 11. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Rams. It'll be a long but happy flight home as they earn the victory here in London. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long from London.